Alright, this is Calibos, and this is Project Ozone 3. So I've been away for a little while. It's been approximately a week since I last recorded. You may not have noticed since, I recorded in advance. Honestly, I'm feeling slightly under the weather with what we call con crud, since I just went to Star Wars Celebration in Chicago. It's kind of exciting. And I have been uploading photos everywhere. It's crazy. So I'm a little burned out on that, and I noticed that I was about to miss my upload time. So this is me. I don't know if I would call it being responsible, but it's me getting it done. Oh, that was weird. So I have stuff going in the background, video processing and file copying and whatnot. So occasionally it may make weird noises. I'm trying not to, I promise. Anyway, I have no idea where we were. So let's look at the quest book. Quest book says, carrots, the end. We were making red heart canisters, but I don't think that we had enough stuff for it. Another thing that we could have been doing is working our way through this, and I think that we will, because we can get most of these, and the ability to upgrade our chests will be very useful. So, an obsidian storage upgrade. So in order to... let's get some... packing tape. So we need slime and paper. Do we have slime? I'm sure we have slime. We have slime pearls. I'm certain that I have a slime tree around here somewhere. Let's go investigate the possibilities of paper. Let's see if this works. It does. Sweet. So we're just gonna run down here and we're gonna boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. And we make sure that we have space, and we pick these up. So once these are placed, the tape goes away, and what the tape does is it keeps them from breaking. Okay, so now we need to get up there. Let's get a couple cobble or dirt or something. Two of these. Dirt. Slimy dirt. Sapling. Magma sapling. There we go. So that will continue to put stuff in there and have it available to... I hesitate to call it a system, but, sure. Now we can get some of these and some of these. So in order to make the upgrades for storage drawer, we have to make these upgrade templates, which require any of the drawers surrounded by sticks for 2. So we'll make a couple of drawers. Pull those apart. Now, I'm not super worried about making too many of these, because quite frankly, we're going to be using quite a lot of them. I think I need one more. So, yeah. So let's grab some obsidian. We're going to need 2 pieces of obsidian for this first one. Now, typically, I would never even bother with this one, you know, except that it requires it. Oh, we need more sticks. Yeah, heck it. Let's do that. Yeah, with the exception that it requires it, you know, when I have the opportunity, I just go straight to the storage upgrade 5s here, the emerald one, and that's what I use. That and void. So now we need iron, which should be... Did we move all of the iron? 1, 2. Let's grab some gold over here. 1, 2. Diamonds are... Did I simply not move diamonds yet? So, yeah, and honestly what we need to do is get a filter or something so that we can just begin automating some of this nonsense. Let's do that. That was a mistake. So that should be most of these. So that's this entire section for storage drawers. Yeah, I guess it's fine, but I probably would have done differently. You know, I'm going to use these anyway. So I'll put 1, 2, because we'll need wood, but we probably won't need that much wood. And we'll do the same for string and paper, but 1 of each. Again, we'll need it, but we won't need, like, silly amounts of it. So let's put all the emeralds in here. We're probably going to want to do... See if there's anything in here that's full that we're going to need an exciting amount of. Why is that? Why is that lit up, I wonder? See, isn't that weird? It's bright yellow, the infurianescence. So we're just going to pop that in there, because we'll be collecting a lot of it, and we'll probably need it later. Anything else that we're going to want? Necrotic bones. Sure. We'll probably pull those out and junk them later at some point. It's not super necessary. Are these? Huh, weird. So next in our quest for glory, Yabba barrels. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Weren't we doing like embers? We are doing embers. And we're making a giant mess of it too. That's awesome. So let's do this. So it's storing stuff in there and pulling out to go in there. So we know let's do this. And then we're going to pull this off for the moment. We're going to look into item ducts. And we're going to go from here. And then I think we have a crescent wrench or two. So we'll do this. We'll do that. We'll do that. And now we need 2 servos. So we'll do servo here and ignore. That should clean up this mess. And then that should slowly fill with ash piles, which will give us a supply. And then if we grab another servo upstairs, let's toss this in here. I might need that. So it'll just be redstone and iron, I think. And glass. Oh, I've got glass over there. Don't have to cook it. Let's see if I remember how this recipe goes. Something like this. Okay, I don't remember. God, if I could fly, I could just jump down. Well, that's crazy, right? Then from here, we'll put another servo on there. And that gives us an overflow thing. So let's go make a void upgrade really quick. So this is one of the important ones, at least in my mind. Void upgrade. So for the moment, we're not worried about extra. So what the void upgrade does, and we'll lock that, not necessary, but we will, is anything over the maximum that it produces, it will just get rid of. Now, that's important for this because this setup will just keep producing ash. It just will. And there's not really any way to turn it off without using basically a comparator and some weird redstone hijinks and stuff. And I'm not super interested in that or caring about it. So this will work just fine. We could actually reduce this to a single stack if we wanted to, but I would like not to do that because we will be needing this for for crafting later, this ash. On top of that, instead of using coal and charcoal, we can now actually throw ash into this when this is done and use that as fuel. So let's make a hopper really quick. If I were a hopper. So let's get the osmium and the rest melted down. We have a lot of ores over here that we need to process. So iron, we've got osmium here. Let's start working through the osmium because we're going to need to clear up space for we're going to need to clear up space for other things. Let's process this down. Process this down. Osmium actually cooks fairly quickly, and I don't think that it alloys with aluminum, so there should be no reason that we can't simply toss it in there. And we can just take the gold and the silver and the, I don't know about the Invar actually, but the nickel and the nickel. Alright, so that's that. We can toss the osmium back in here. So a lot of this is just upkeep and stuff that I haven't been doing very well. We'll chuck this in here. See, I mean, this blaze mesh kind of makes this entire process silly quick. Fortunately, this process does turn off when it gets full, and we won't have to worry about it. We were looking at making a hopper, I think. Why make one when you can make two for twice the price? Shh, don't tell anybody it's a secret recipe. An old family recipe for hoppers. So that will basically keep me in fuel indefinitely. I believe that these they burn for, yeah, it's exactly the same amount of time. They're technically supposed to be for single items. But I get quite a bit of use out of it, really. So let's make the item barrel. So item barrels they're a little bit sturdier than, I think they're slightly bigger than drawers. Need some planks. Alright, so that gives us one, and that should complete this quest, maybe? So let's look at it. Item barrel. I'm not sure. Okay, we may actually have to force that one through. That's kind of annoying. So iron tier barrel upgrade. So Let's see how many upgrades we need to make. So iron, gold, diamond, and infinite. Oh, that's actually really cool. The ability to hold infinite items. All right, well. So paper. Couple of chests. So we need 2 gold. 2. Look, there's a blood moon. 1 diamond. So this seems kind of cheaper than the other one, honestly. I think that it required the other one. I'm not sure that we can make that one. We don't have any. Oh, sure we can. No problem. Let's chuck that in there, and chuck that in there, and chuck that in there, and that, and that. So let's look into emeralds. How many do we have? 7. How many do we need? 4. Okay, we have plenty of emeralds. Go us. I remember Java barrels from previous versions, and I really liked them. But I had the understanding, I don't know if this is true or not, that the Java barrels have issues. So I haven't been using them. Here, we're gonna turn that off really quick. On the plus side, we have as much slime and liquid meat as we could possibly want, right? Wait, what? Apparently osmium doesn't do... Oops, 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 oops. I knew that, guys. I knew that. I had the wrong thing in there. That's fine. I'm sure that we'll maybe use some of that stuff eventually. Well, we got a little bit done. We corrected the thing downstairs. this entire row is done. We need to make a void barrel upgrade. So it just needs a, oh, we'll just finish that right now. Then, okay, so we've got that. And then we need a Yaba hammer, so a barrel hammer. So it looks like we need 2 iron, some wool. All right. So we almost finished this entire item barrel connector. I don't even know what that does. So we can actually make this right now if we go grab a diamond. So it doesn't look like it, but we have actually finished all of this and all of this. So yeah, I want to go ahead and thank everybody for showing up. I really appreciate it when you do. I think it's in here. Just gonna manual complete all of these things. All right, I'd like to thank everybody for coming. I really appreciate that you did. If you could, leave a like if you liked it. If you didn't, don't. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. And yeah, have a great day. I'll catch you guys on tomorrow.